What up, y'all? Josh and EC here once again with another quality video. Yes. I'm getting good at it. Now, the goal is for me to do it without looking down. I feel like I look down every time I do it, but it's all right. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
How's everybody feeling? You miss us since yesterday?
Right. Marathon day 3.
Marathon activity. And as you can tell from the background, somebody just hit 900,000. Just say that out loud real quick. 900,000.
900,000.
There it is. Subscribers on YouTube.
Yesterday. It was yesterday. It was my 222.
Yeah, we're past it now.
222 day.
That's in the past. It's old news. You know what I'm saying? But again, I know we said it at the end of the other quality conversation.
Said what?
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thanks.
You know, and we've been celebrating this week.
Yeah, but it wasn't intentional though.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Just
and we're going to celebrate a little bit more tonight, you know.
So we might be cutting this a little bit short, y'all.
We might be cutting this short.
It's been a long day trying to cram a lot in.
Yeah.
But we were committed to this marathon, so we are here.
We did a lot.
Yeah, starting with waking up hella early to work out.
Hella
I was
early.
in the gym by like 6:15.
Yep. And I was right there behind you at probably like 6:30ish. And then, man, running around the city trying to find balloons.
Yes, bae. You signed up for that.
I did. No, I personally did. I just didn't sign up to go to 4 different
party
stores
cities and stuff.
to find the balloons.
Couldn't find the K, man.
I got the 900 off a rip. Cool. And they were like, but we don't have a K. I was like, do you have a silver K? Do you have like any K? Like any K. And they're like, no, we have no Ks. So I was like, all right, whatever. Next party city. Do you have any Ks? No Ks. It's like, are there a bunch of K names out here that I need to know?
I don't know.
The Klan having a meeting or something?
Stop. Oh my gosh.
I'm terrible.
Josh.
I'm literally terrible. But ended up going to like, what is it called? Dule?
Some like mom and pop vibe.
Yeah, it was a mom and pop
balloon store.
Yeah, but they had the K.
Your girl found.
Good shot.
Baby came in clutch last minute because he was ready to give up.
Yeah, I called her. I was like, look, I got you these 900 balloons, and it's about to just be 900.
900. What am I going to do with that? 900. But everything worked out perfectly. If you have not, well, one, if you don't follow me on the gram, do that. 2, I posted a picture. Well, multiple pictures. Carousel post celebrating 900K in my journey. So I did that like a couple hours ago. So it is on my Instagram. Go ahead and slide over there if you haven't already and give it a like, give it a comment if you want. Thank you.
Give it a share. You know, these algorithms be playing games. So you might as well just hit all those buttons. That's why we be telling y'all to hit all these buttons.
Yeah.
These algorithms be switching it up on us.
Yesterday was a very emotional day though. Like in a good way. But like,
yeah.
Also, I feel like what we had talked to, I don't know if it was the first video this week or yesterday's that we kind of sprinkled in there about like health. You have said a health scare. That I kind of had recently.
Woo.
But then yesterday, after hitting 900K, the doctor called. I'm not gonna get into detail about what it was about, but she said like everything came out negative. I'm all good. Like, and I just felt, I don't know, I just felt like a rush of emotion. Definitely like breathe easy, but yesterday was just a lot of good things. Like I think yesterday was the perfect example of God's hand in my life.
Yep.
In our life, but those situations in particular were.
And you know what's so funny, right? Before we went to the doctor, before all this stuff, we said we wanted to, strengthen our relationship with God.
Yeah.
He gives you what you want. It might not be the way you want it.
Right.
But sure enough, faith was tested.
That was the only thing that we had. Eventually, I think for sure I'll touch on it on my channel, what the situation was. I think I want to touch on there before I touch on here.
Yeah.
But how we were talking about like just taking your health seriously. I feel like that was kind of a reality check for me because I haven't gone to the doctor since we graduated college, and in terms of like a thorough checkup. I haven't had that since I entered my 20s. And I feel like it was kind of a reality check from God to like, pay attention to this.
Yeah.
Like you good now we know, but like.
Yeah. I think it was just a test of faith. He wanted to see if we would just
have faith that he would pull through for it. Yeah. Crazy.
Have some crazy faith.
Crazy faith. So we watched
Transformation Church
this past Sunday, and that was what the sermon was about, having crazy faith. Well, it was a series on crazy faith, but the sermon in particular was about anointed imagination. And even with that, I feel like the 900K situation happening, like as I was writing my caption today, I was really in the caption I said something to the effect of, it's crazy how all of this just started as an idea in my head in 2016 that I allowed my imagination to run wild with. And when I said imagination, I was like, oh, wow.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Anointed imagination. It's an actual sermon. Like, if you guys are interested, you should check it out. It's literally called, I think, Anointed Imagination from Transformation Church. But it was an amazing service, and it's just also too, I know I'm speaking a lot because a lot is on my mind, but I'm just thinking like how this month started for us. Like that was kind of something my mom had texted too. She was like, last week with the news and the scare that we had, it was pretty devastating.
Yep.
The potential of that being a reality, and then for the next week to come about, and then it's like a complete 360. Yeah.
Life is like the stock market.
I'm tired of you saying that.
I'm telling you, man, there's some ups and downs up in here, man. It's some real highs and lows.
Yeah, for real.
But when it gets to that low point, what do?
Turn to God.
And you reinvest in yourself.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. But
there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, good news. I'm holding true to my promise to you guys about this podcast energy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's not up yet.
Yeah, because you haven't even talked to me about it, so I don't even know what you're about to tell them.
But I've taken the first steps. I did the research. I found the hosting site. I even took initiative and designed a cover. I'll show you.
Interesting.
Hey, you told me be the man and get stuff done.
Interesting.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting stuff done. Now, you can always, you can have your critiques. It's not live, so, you can have your inputs and stuff. But, had to put on Big Daddy pants. Had to get something done. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're getting stuff done. But be on the lookout for that. It should be a fun time. Hopefully we get these.
When is this about? We're going to have to talk off camera.
We're going to talk more about it off camera, but I'm just holding true to my promise that I said to them on camera. You know what I'm saying? I said I was going to do my research. Y'all gave me websites. Y'all gave me links. I went down the rabbit hole, and I just started signing up places.
Okay.
Nothing set in stone, though. We're still a team. Don't worry. I'm not doing this alone.
Whatever.
I can see it in your face.
I'm just here, I guess.
I'm going to let you run you have other things to worry about. You see that? I'm just trying to take some stuff off your plate, girl. You got a family of 900,000 to feed,
Interesting.
Feed them.
I do have a new video going live tonight. It'll probably go up before this video, to be honest, because
I'm gonna apologize right now. We're shooting late.
Late as hell.
And so it will be uploaded late.
Yeah.
That's just how that cookie crumbles.
We're trying to get it together.
We're trying.
Honestly. I
almost think we should dang near shoot first thing in the morning.
I know. Well, we got thrown off because of my wax appointment, and then you went balloon hunting. That took hours out of our day. Honestly.
Like crazy.
And then came back, did my 900K photo shoot.
Yeah.
That took a minute.
Yeah.
Then getting the photos actually up, that took a minute. So like.
Yeah. And then I locked myself out of my Apple ID.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this man has been stressed.
Y'all,
last, 2-3
I put myself in a chokehold, right? So my Apple ID email, if you thinking like your email might be getting old or you don't remember the password, I would dare suggest go look it up, because I was like, oh man, I don't know my Apple ID email password anymore. So I was like, let me change it. Went to change it, and it said, we're sending you a verification email to the previous email. I don't know the email password. So then I'm like, all right, well, let me just go to Yahoo and just say I forgot my password. It recommends my mother's email. The
fact that you even still have a Yahoo email associated.
Exactly. That's literally like my problem. So I tried to update it, and now I'm locked out of all my Apple ID stuff. Great. This is awesome. Don't be like me, y'all. Know your passwords.
Maybe they can comment below if this is happening to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, if this is happening to you guys, please let me know. Like, help your boy out, because otherwise I'm on my way to Apple tomorrow trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. It's all right. We got a lot on our plate still.
I got a lot on my mind. That's why I just keep having pauses.
I see. I see it. I can see the thoughts racing.
Yeah.
In your eyes, like little moving cars.
I gotta get back to my manager. She hit me up a decent amount today.
Oh,
I
snap.
was busy doing the 900K thing. And
oh, snap.
still brand deals. I have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
You still got to answer to people.
Yeah. And I have a root canal appointment tomorrow.
Word.
Yep.
Word. And I got to shoot that content for my brand.
Yeah.
Word.
We got to do it before.
Busy bodies.
Yes. And you know what? How do I want to word this? Because I saw a comment a couple days ago. Somebody was mentioning, actually, I'm laughing at another one that I told you about. Somebody was mad about the school system parent thing. Oh, yeah. But that wasn't the one I was talking about. Somebody had mentioned something to the extent of, as an entrepreneur, they didn't care for the fact that we discussed
the hardships and not the benefits.
Yeah.
There
I don't
are
feel like
benefits.
it's a matter. Yeah, but I don't feel like it's a matter of us ever saying that there wasn't benefits and perks. It was kind of just the reality. It's not all glitz and glam the way it often is portrayed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think we are low-key entrepreneurs on steroids, just in the sense of we are juggling 3 social media brands on top of the other brands we're trying to launch outside of this.
Yeah.
Which is why our plates are a little bit fuller than just having like one. If we just had one business.
Oh, if we could tag team one business, I feel like we'd go crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, we go crazy.
But I don't know. I feel like, in my opinion, the quality conversation thing, the whole purpose of it was for us to be really transparent, even if that means venting sometimes about what's going on in our lives and just being like real.
Yeah.
So I guess I found that comment interesting because it was like what we were sharing was our personal opinions and experience on what's going on in our life. But I felt like offended energy because we described it in a way. Well, I don't know how to. Am I making sense?
Yeah, you are. The internet's a crazy place, and everybody can see things differently. That's why, like, most times with comments, I read them for what they are. Yeah, just accept them.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, just kind of keep it pushing. But at the end of the day, there's pros and cons to being an entrepreneur. Pros, you get to choose your own hours. You get to do what you love. You get to, you have the potential to make way more money. You have the potential to make way more money than you do at a solid 9 to 5.
My eyes only got like that because you said choose your own hours. In my head, I don't choose my hours, but that's part of the problem that I need to I think do for myself as my own. Like I need to have more boundaries with myself.
As an entrepreneur, you do have that option. You might not think you have. You have that option though. So don't pin yourself. But there's like a lot of perks to it. But like I always hear this funny sound or something like that. It's like an audio sound on Instagram where they're like, I quit my 9 to 5 so I could be an entrepreneur. Now I work 24/7. But like that, there's this weird thing in today's age where in the past, most jobs were brick and mortar. You had to attend work. And then when you clocked out, you left. They had all the tools. They had all the equipment. It was more so like factory work, industrial age type stuff. But when you left, you couldn't work. So you had more intentional time with your life. Yeah. Whereas with this new age of like at home work, people can work from their couch. We work pretty much whenever we pull out a camera. Yeah. But that work follows you because it's mental work and it's hard to clock out. Because mental work never really stops if you don't consciously stop it.
That's why I keep having these That's So Raven moments. I keep thinking of something new that I gotta do. Yeah.
And the big part about being an entrepreneur is you gotta set your vacation dates for yourself. You gotta set your breaks for yourself. You have to set boundaries with yourself. It's like you're fighting between your business self and your life self.
That's my next step, I think.
That's the work-life balance.
That laptop's about to die.
Is it now?
And then this whole video gonna be a wrap.
Whole video, big wrap. Hold on, I got you.
Yeah. Ooh, can you please hand me my tea? Oh wait, I thought you had to go further than that. I'm so thirsty. There we go. I'm gonna go get it.
You want me to get your tea? Where is it at?
Right over there.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, that one's yours. It's semi-empty. It fell?
Yes.
Oh, but it's still full. Thank you.
Yeah. I also went to Chick-fil-A. That is also another guilty pleasure. Dang, you was thirsty.
I'm not joking.
Big thirst.
I don't remember the last time I drank something. Yeah.
Golly, drink some water. You're supposed to be the hydrated hero's wife.
I know. I'll get it together. Anyway, today's topic actually.
Yeah, we had a topic in mind that we wanted to talk
about.
The pressures.
Yeah.
Of not only getting married, but getting married as a social media influencer couple.
That part.
And it's not. I sometimes think we are still very abnormal because one, we're young Black millennials. And two, like our whole brand is Black love.
Yeah. So why are you saying abnormal? Because
the pressures of social media, maybe for a social media couple that doesn't do Black love topics, might be a little lighter, potentially. But like, I feel like we have a duty to Black love, you know?
Yeah, but I thought that the pressures was more so like how much we're trying to blow on this wedding.
I know, in the name of Black love.
Yeah, but that's what I guess I don't tie monetary to Black love like that. Like,
that's true.
We can take a selfie and that's Black love.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about like the experience, you know? I really want to like do love a justice dub, you know?
Yeah.
You feel that? No?
Yeah.
So what pressures are you talking about? So let me pick your brain then.
Well, one of the things that I recently have been juggling with, I'm trying to figure out how much I want to disclose because nothing is set in stone. But all right, if I'm just free balling, I had initial intentions to for sure get my wedding dress customized. All right. I actually have already talked to a wedding designer who already created like 4 3D sketches and everything. I got options, all of that.
Nice.
I gave feedback on all the designs. They were gorgeous, but there were some things that I wanted tweaked and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Also want to point out, too, when it comes to, I don't know if this is like universal for customized dresses, but at least where I'm looking at, I think it is kind of like universal, but where I'm looking at, you're going to spend at least 5 figures. Excuse me, at like 10 to 15K.
Yeah.
Now.
Kind of assume that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
For a wedding dress? I know normal dresses that.
Normal wedding dresses.
We running like 4.
Right. Before I lose my train of thought, though. 10 to 15K. Yeah. And then I actually was binge watching Love is Blind recently. And the women on the show went wedding dress shopping. And they were trying on multiple dresses and stuff. And that kind of like triggered something in my head because not only was I going to get my wedding dress, ceremony dress customized, also my reception dress was going to be customized. And when I started thinking about that, I'm like, do I really want to spend 20K on 2 dresses I'm going to wear for one day? It's a special day.
Very.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. But also something I've been trying to be a lot more conscientious of is what is true to me and what do I feel like I allow my mind to think because I'm an influencer because I was put in this position type of thing. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because even like it can tie back to my room transformation. The original aesthetic that I had going on was because what I saw other influencers had, like that seemed like the influencer way. But it didn't speak to my truest self. I'm somebody who's super vibrant. I like colors, although I'm wearing all black. But like, you know?
Yeah.
So when I'm thinking in this regard, I'm someone who loves saving money. I love having experiences. I'd rather like use some of that money for a honeymoon or a dope ass bachelorette trip than like spending it on, because I was thinking like 10, 15K for a 30, 45 minute ceremony. Because usually like wedding ceremonies of saying our vows and stuff really isn't that long of a, yeah. So I'm like, for me to wear it one time and fingers crossed hopes that my daughter or future daughters would want, like, you know what I mean? Because some people think of it in that way, like, oh, my daughter will wear it. My daughter or daughters can turn around and be like, Ma, that ain't it. I'm going to find my own. So when and then I think we had mentioned to them too about the idea of like renewing our vows every 5 or 10 years or whatever. And I was thinking, it might be cool to ball out then when we're like sitting cute, got the generational wealth going, like we're already in our flow of that.
Big flow.
To ball out in that sense than to like, because if we want to start owning real estate still, I just think about all of that. Yeah, fiscal. And I've always been that type. But I think on social media, obviously we often see like the flex culture and bags and money being spent all in like, it's not like anybody has directly told me that's an expectation.
It's not like it's an expectation, but it sort of feels like an expectation.
That, and I kind of hesitated because some of my Nigerian followers, because, you know, there's a traditional wedding and then like an American wedding. Like even that's actually another kind of like wedding pressure, I think, now that I'm speaking of it. Because I think I know that a lot of people kind of have that expectation for that to be like brought to the wedding. And for me, I'm always like, I've said repeatedly that I want to make sure in some way, shape, or form our wedding represents my Nigerian culture, like pays homage to my dad. But having a completely separate traditional wedding and having an American, like I don't want to do that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've said that on camera.
Yeah.
But like,
that's honest though.
You know, it's honest and it's real. And I guess I don't want to feel like guilty or judged for that.
I wouldn't personally. I'm not holding you because planning one wedding seems to be hard enough.
Yeah.
And to say like, oh, we're gonna plan this one and then another one.
Right. And I also think that other people don't realize my dad passed when I was such a young age, when I was literally 12.
Yeah.
So
your attachment to the culture of
I don't have much of it.
It's not as deep as you would want it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't know
where to start.
Enough to even know where to start. And then like I just feel like if my dad was alive, that was something he would more than likely be kind of handling and navigating us through instead of us kind of just being like, you know, so there's a lot of like underlying things that I feel like people don't know about the situation, but have the expectation. Because the reason I brought it up, the last time I was on Discord, I have like Discord sessions with my beauty gang every like 2 weeks. And before I got off, we do like a little Q&A the last 15 minutes. And this girl was like, I got a question for you, EC. I didn't know. And, you know, when you're put in that type of situation, and I was like, what's up? She's like, I want to know what type of dress you're going to wear. Are you going to wear the Nigerian blah, 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 with the headpiece and like all of that? And like, I kind of felt like a deer in headlights a little bit.
Because you didn't even know what she was talking about?
Yes and no. I've seen pictures and imagery and stuff, but she was like, kind of like, she said almost verbatim, I really think you need to do that that imagery for social media, like for the culture type thing, which like I wish that I had more what is the word, I guess more information and knowledge on that than to I think I almost would feel like I'm false flagging because I was born here. Like even when people hear my name, yes, I'm part Nigerian, but like I don't speak the language, I don't know the like and it's not like an intentional thing. Like I am intentionally ignorant to that.
Yeah,
just
my
like circumstances. Yeah, my circumstances. My dad passed when I was young, and
that was your connection to Nigeria.
Yeah. So that actually, that was another wedding pressure I kind of feel. The dress part, but I'm starting to kind of make my decision on that because also I feel like we're winding back to the dress. It's not the dress that will make me. I will make the dress. So anything I walk down the aisle in, I'm going to look fly. Whether it's a $10,000 dress or $2,000 dress, best believe I'm going to look good. So
I'm a firm believer.
When I think about that and trying to like, again, be as honest and true with myself beyond the social media shit, just easy, what will I be okay and happy with at the end of the day? I've always been a fiscally responsible person. So I'm kind of leaning in that direction a little bit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
I think we kind of vibe on that department though, because like I wouldn't say I'm a fiscally kind of person, but I am simple. Like I like simple across the board. I'm not really like throw money. Like, I'm not really all that. So I think that's why we work really well, because neither one of us are like big spenders in any kind of way like that. But you know, The venue's gonna be nice.
The venue's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be bomb.
Yeah.
And I feel like all that stuff. Part of me is like, part of that was for social media, but I feel like a big part of that was us.
What?
Like the venue we chose and like stuff like that, because I feel like that is true to us. We are very big on experiences.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's gonna be an experience.
Yeah, for the experience itself, it's like, yo, this is gonna be the experience to top all the experiences thus far.
Right.
You know. So that is exciting, but there's also an underlying pressure behind it, because it's like, now you gotta pony up, boy. Like, you got, now it's time to, and like now the planning part of it all comes into effect. And you know me, when it comes to plans and planning, my mind be 1,000 different places, and I can when I do get to planning, or I do get to like throwing out ideas, it's like a never-ending waterfall of different ideas, and you gotta like slow me down. Like, all right, you just said 7 different ideas.
Yeah, we need to figure this all out before our design meeting.
Yeah,
we actually were supposed to have it February 17th this month, but because of that situation that came up, we ended up postponing. But as I think first or second week of March, we officially start our first design meeting for the venue. But I'm also kind of glad I kind of have come to this, I guess, realization a bit before we started design. Yeah. Because even like I've been watching some other people's videos of their wedding process and stuff like that, how much you can spend $10K on flowers that we're not gonna see after that night. When I just think about that type of stuff, like that, like,
can we take this stuff with us?
Like, it's interesting. So I'm gonna keep kind of like Google searching and watching other people who like their videos, TikToks, YouTube videos, all of that are out there, of like what was worth it and what wasn't to spend at our wedding type thing. Because sometimes people say like party favors are a waste of money, or like little cards. So we got some things to figure out.
We definitely have some things to figure out, and I feel like, you know, eventually we're gonna put some things down on paper, start like making a list of like, okay, what is it that we absolutely want from this wedding? What is it that we're like, okay, it would be either or if we had it, and then stuff that's like, don't need it.
Yeah.
You know,
the main things that I feel like we spent the most on thus far, that were important to spend the most on, was the venue, the videographer, and the photographer. I mean, and the wedding planner. Yeah. Those 4 things make the wedding. Everything else is kind of like, all right, what do we want to do? How much do we want to spend here? Blah, blah, blah. But like, the experience as a whole with those people on our side is already going to be dope. So I think, and again, too, yes, it's a little bit of expectation, but also if I'm living at my edge, it's stuff that I put in my head, similar to like posting on Instagram and wanting something to do well. And if it doesn't do well, then it's like, you feel like devastating type thing, or it used to be. I'm working past that, but either way, I'm saying all that to say, I put that in my head of like, if this post doesn't do this number, then basically I shouldn't be happy with the day,
or it's like a wasted post, or like,
and then so correlating that with the wedding situation, I think in some cases I do kind of put in my head like, well, because I'm 900K deep and stuff like that, people have this expectation of how this wedding is supposed to be and stuff like that. But I think whatever we create is going to be dope. And that's something I just need to keep in mind.
I need you to believe that.
Yeah.
The same way I told you with your content. It's your content. You worked hard on it. You put time, thought, effort into it. Whether 10,000 people like it or 100,000 people like it, the only one that matters is you. You like it. That's the only opinion that matters. Social approval is a very weird animal, and social media amplified that to the utmost degree. We're like, you thought you got away from it in high school, now it's following us throughout our entire lives. It's just a bunch of social approval. How often do you go to a post, like it, go to the comments, and then see everybody hates it, and then slowly but surely your opinion on it changes. On
your post, like if you liked it originally?
Yeah. Slowly but surely your opinion starts changing.
Thankfully, I haven't got that, though. Some hate. Like, multiple. I'll have some scattered hate comments, but I've never had a plethora of like, "Easy, this ain't shit." Thankfully, because that probably would
it'd probably throw you for a loop, right? Probably throw you for
dang.
a loop, man.
Do you feel like, as I guess the man in it, that you have any wedding pressures or like?
I know the main pressures that I know I have. One, the suit got to be on point. Okay, the haircut got to be on point, and the vows got to get you to cry. Your mama to cry.
My mom's gonna cry.
She's gonna cry regardless. So
the day.
That's in the bag. But I need, more importantly, you to cry.
I would like you to make me laugh so that my makeup doesn't mess up. You know, I'll still be emotional.
You will be on an emotional.
But I'd love to laugh.
My vows need to hit harder than the captions that I post for our anniversary.
You're annoying.
It's gonna be like that times 1,000. But like I need to come with the words to shake the room. And I feel like that's the pressure that I feel like I put on myself.
That ain't no real pressure. I'm up here pouring my heart out about freaking
pressure. The dress. I mean, the dress is pressure. Like I said, the suit has to be clean. Your dress.
You ain't gonna spend $10K on it. Well, you could if you wanted.
No.
Exactly.
I will not. I surely will not.
Because there is $10K suits, but yeah, you're not the type.
I'm not the type.
Yeah.
First of all, that suit might get messed up. You know how I play.
The way you be moving.
The way I move.
Yeah.
I play rough. Okay. So I need a suit that works with me. You know. And you know, I don't need nothing expensive. I just need something that's clean. You know, clean doesn't mean expensive.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes people associate like, oh, that's nice with it
the price.
Must be a high price. You know what I'm saying? But it's not always the case.
That's true.
These shirts, very high quality T-shirts. Kanye was selling his T-shirts for $200. I got this for $14. They had
holes in it, right?
Exactly. You see what the disconnect is?
Yeah, I think this is honestly why, too. It's just important to think for your fucking self. Excuse the language.
Excuse the French.
But for real.
I think
because you have that mentality, that's why $10K on a suit or $100, $300 T-shirt doesn't even cross your mind of like, oh, would I be interested? Because you know you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I probably will never step in a Gucci store, even if I'm rich. Even if I'm like big baller, dumb rich, I probably won't. Just because.
Yeah. The Gucci wasn't made for us, but that's why I made that face.
I mean, that's a big reason why I
should
step in there too.
Into that.
But
yeah.
Regardless, that's what, like that kind of stuff just doesn't hold weight to me. And maybe that's just a personal opinion. Some people buy it because it makes them feel good. If that's the case, more power to you. You know, to
different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks. I just don't feel good about myself spending money on something that I know for a fact I could get for a cheaper price. You know,
or use for something else like an experience.
Yep. Or a vacation, like Gucci bag, Hawaii. I take Hawaii. You know.
Do you feel any wedding pressure with documenting the process?
Yes.
Same.
But here's the thing. I almost like with that. I mean, these conversations are sort of like us letting people in on the wedding process. It's our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions going into the wedding process. That in itself is cool. The design and stuff, we're in this weird spot where it's like we want to bring you guys along for the journey without giving away.
Telling you guys exactly what's going on.
Exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
You know? Like we take you guys to the wedding planning. You now know the venue. You know? You see, like, every piece that we give is a piece that's not a surprise anymore.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're really trying to surprise you guys. We're really trying to come different. But at the same time, we're trying to bring you guys along for the journey because, you know, I feel like that kind of representation is not there.
That is something I noticed, though. I think I was telling you about that a couple weeks ago when I was looking up, like, wedding planning blogs and stuff. I probably saw one black person, to be honest with you. And that was kind of like, when I see that type of stuff, because I kind of even mentioned in my Instagram caption today in terms of hitting 900K and stuff. The reason I started the social media journey in the first place was the lack of representation of women that look like me. I didn't see, even now, like if you go on Pinterest or Google, let's say you're looking for a hairstyle or you're looking for a lipstick color or whatever, you have to put on a black woman or for a black, like it's not. So saying all that to say, when I saw that, when I was looking up wedding stuff, I'm like, there needs to be more representation of young black people, or just black people in general, getting married and planning their wedding and stuff like that. So it takes a little bit more planning and preparation on our side in order to accomplish that. But because that's such a kind of empty lane, in my opinion, and lacked representation, I almost feel like the obligation that we should take people through the process.
Feel morally responsible to like put on for the peeps. And like, you know, a lot of people look up to us. A lot of people aspire to us, look to us for inspiration. So it would be nice to help them along this process. Like show them the excitement about getting married, show them the behind the scenes. Like that way they're not as confused as we were as we are going into this. You know, the goal of these videos is to make everybody better, you know.
Yes.
So I would say there's that pressure, but there's also the pressure of the reception entrance.
I feel like your pressures are like fun, like
these are real. You not thinking like I'm thinking. These gotta come correct.
Well,
we can't just come out here, you Soulja Boy and stuff like that.
Why not?
That's lame. Now we can't be Soulja Boy, and that was 2008.
Okay.
You know,
say what you want.
We gotta come super. Watch us do it too.
It's gonna happen.
I promise.
We're gonna swag surf.
Watch us come out.
It has to be done.
It's gonna be. That's so funny. But yeah, like where do you think my other pressures would lie from? I feel like some people might say, like, from a guy's perspective, I know a lot of other guys would probably say, like, you ain't nervous? Locking yourself up with one woman for the rest of your life?
Yeah, you've been confident from the jump.
I'm practical. I am practical.
What are you about to say? In terms of what?
I love you. I am I'm very good about knowing what I want and going for it. I knew what I wanted when I seen you.
Sophomore year.
I knew what you wanted before you knew.
We're not even about to do all of this.
And after pursuing you and accomplishing my task, then my goal is to cultivate this relationship to be perfect. You are my peace. Why would I disrupt that and try and go find someone else to cultivate this beautiful relationship with, or even like half-ass attempted? Or like, what? We've spent 7 years building this up. What? Am I ready? Yes. Yes. I got my bachelor's, my master's. I'm working on another degree. Like,
in this relationship. Okay.
Like, I know you like the back of my hand. You are my best friend.
Yeah.
I genuinely enjoy spending time with you. When we are away, it's not like let me text her, I miss her, just so she can like get off my back. It's like, yo, where you at? Pull up, dog. I'll be like, sometimes I'll be looking at my boys like, can Bay come? And they be looking at me kind of crazy, but like,
I love you.
You know?
Yeah.
Cause like I really rock with you. So like that's not a pressure. Us getting married, me saying I do, that's not the pressure. That's pasha.
Okay. I appreciate that, by the way. We're on the same page. We are aligned with that.
Yeah.
But I like hearing it. But I was going to say, too, I wonder, is there a different type of pressure I feel as the woman and you feel as the man?
Probably.
Just in the sense, too, where I was thinking, people have mentioned, like, are you going to wear your natural hair? I hope you wear your natural hair. Like, because that's what people kind of knew me for.
Social media pressure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah, the pressures is definitely weighing heavier on you than it is on me. My job is to show up and perform. Okay. That is the pressure here. Show up, perform, don't trip as you walk down the aisle. Okay.
Yeah, for real. That's my big thing too. Yep. But I mean, maybe, I know at the end of the day,
I was gonna say maybe one thug tear as you come down the aisle. You know, I'm sure that'll make
you better have some tissue in your pocket.
Make your heart smile.
You better boo hoo. Yeah, that's your pressure. Matter of fact, that's that needs pressure. To be the pressure. You better cry that day.
I need to be able to cry on cue.
Dang, I done lost my train of thought.
You're natural here.
No, I was off of that. Okay. I was just mentioning another thing that kind of like people have said. At the end of the day, though, I'm well aware, which I'm sure people are going to comment like, it's about what I want at the end of the day.
It's about, honestly, at the end of the day, it really don't matter what nobody else think but us.
I know.
But we also have it, like, we're social media influencers, okay? Like, we get it, but we get it, okay?
Yeah. There's how do I word this? I do feel like some people, I don't know I don't want to word this in a way like like I'm trying to make myself inferior, but just in the sense where I feel like there's some people that were literally born for this, like for this spotlight, for the fame, for the all of that. Like they were the popular kids in school. They were destined for this energy.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like I was throwing it because I clearly but I didn't know it was gonna become this.
But you know what's really crazy about it?
What?
The crazy thing about YouTube, right? Most people will think like, oh, you're really popular. Oh, tons of people follow you.
A lot of people
must be an extrovert.
Yeah.
All these videos.
There are a lot of introverted people. Yeah.
It's a lot of YouTubers, you will be surprised, are very introverted.
That's true.
And the reason being, they're shooting in a room by themselves with a camera.
Yeah.
It's not like they're shooting in front of a crowd of 100 people.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? I guess I'm thinking of the other side. Not that there are a lot of extroverts just as much as there are introverts.
Yeah, there's some people that would probably eat up a spotlight. Yeah.
They do. I've seen it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, whereas I would, like, I'm kind of stage fright.
Oh, man.
Speaking in front of a large group of people, I don't naturally like, hey, y'all.
She threw up at her first meet and greet.
Thank you for sharing that. But that's fine. I did. My very first meet and greet that I did as soon as I got off the stage. And it wasn't even, it was like 30, 40 people. But compared to like, if 900,000 was sitting in front of me, I'd probably
pass
out. So in that sense, it's like, I guess I'm still adjusting to what
that would mean.
This, yeah.
Like if you had like the United Center and they all showed up. Pass out. I would eat that up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yes. Okay. And this is a perfect example. I don't know why I didn't think of you. Josh does amazing in crowds, group settings. You're like a chameleon. He can make anybody laugh. He can hold a conversation. All of that. We're opposites in that sense.
Yeah, but look at the social media presence though. Like that's what I'm saying in terms of like the popular people are popular. They're usually not on the internet. They're usually out being extroverts. Whereas with the YouTube space, most of your career is by yourself in a room with a camera, or you're by yourself editing, or like social media is kind of a lonely road if you make it that way. Like you can go both ways with it. I feel like you can really go both ways with it, but like you like your privacy. 900,000 people know who you are.
But I still have my privacy.
You still have it to an extent.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Depending on what I share and don't share.
Yep.
Type thing. But I also feel like the energy I give off of my videos is how I would my friends. Like people, when I'm comfortable, I am extroverted. That is true. So like the energy I give in my videos, because I feel like I have a relationship with Beauty Gang, is very like extroverted EC.
Yeah.
But again, if I was in a crowd of 900,000 people, they might not get that EC that they get in YouTube videos, because I'd be like,
lip quivering,
upper lip sweating. You know, my upper lip be sweating when I'm nervous. My hands get all clammy. Yeah. It's crazy. And that is another wedding pressure. Tell me why. I saw this one girl. It was this video clip. She was about to walk into the ceremony room. The doors were closed. I almost puked for her, because I know that shit is gonna be me very soon. Like all eyes on me. I don't don't know. And it's weird because I was an athlete, but I guess as an athlete, I wasn't paying attention to the crowd. I was just doing the sport.
Mm-hmm.
But at nationals and stuff, especially those first couple years and seeing all those people, it did freak me the hell out.
Intimidating.
Got stage fright.
Intimidating.
Clammy hands, everything. So even though our wedding is going to be our loved ones and stuff, it's still like, it's especially that moment when I walk in for the first time.
What's so crazy is, moments like that,
you live for it.
No problem. Live for it.
Yeah, you're great at it.
I joined talent.
You're probably going to crip walk down the aisle when you walk in.
Like all that. When I first started doing those individual YouTube videos, sweat, hands clammy, nervous, fumbling over my words, can't get a thought out.
What do you think that is? Because we have
I don't know, but it pissed me off because I was like, this is just a camera. And I'm over here stuttering.
Yeah.
But yet you put me in a crowd of people in person. I have great conversation.
Yeah.
I'm a great conversationalist.
You are.
And I literally am like dang near a chameleon. Like you can like at church, if you tell me to come up and welcome all the people, I will come up gladly. I don't care if there's 100,000 people in the crowd. I'll welcome you and have a great time. But when you tell me put it on camera by myself in a room, I'm like,
interesting.
Maybe I need feedback.
Like I should watch you do it one day?
No, like even in this conversation.
Oh.
I feel like sometimes with my other videos, it's hard to like piece all my thoughts together. But when I'm having a conversation with you, it's much easier for my thoughts to come out.
But remember I told you start bullet pointing, making a bullet pointed list of what you want to talk about.
And
you used to try to just shoot from the hip and film your videos.
And I tried that. I tried that bullet point stuff. And again, that made me more nervous because I was like, let me see all the words I said on this bullet point list. So
you don't know how to kind of like improvise. Like I can do a bullet point. It can be just 4 or 5 words, and then I will flow for 5 minutes on that bullet point.
No.
Okay.
You give me a topic, and I ramble. Like a lot of my videos on the Atomic Habits, there's so many cuts in between that. But like I have the thoughts. It's like I have them, but it's like when I say it, I'm like, I don't want to say it that way. And I'll say it again, and they're like, oh, but then I mess up that word.
And you repeat it again.
And I do it again, and I do it again. Next thing you know, a 15-minute video was shot over the course of an hour.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
you flow in every other aspect of life.
I feel like it's like I'm learning to swim again.
It's like you get stage fright.
Yes.
With that, I get stage fright with. Yep.
With a camera. Yep. I'm so comfortable with you on camera. When I get by myself, boy, it's kind of, I be nervous.
And you know what though? I don't know if this has to do with like I won't say I was super comfortable when I first started YouTube because it was an adjustment just being in a room by yourself talking to a camera. So there was like some cringy videos still. Hi guys. But anyway, but now it's like nothing for me. But I wonder, does it have to do with like because I grew up by myself? I had so much alone time. Time to myself. Like I'm not uncomfortable being alone, like at all.
The psychology behind that is crazy. I really don't know.
Yeah.
I really can't call it. Really don't know.
Yeah.
But like,
it's very interesting.
I think, you may have worked out the kinks of nervousness. After shooting enough videos over and over, you getting on camera is like you sitting down with your friends. I'm just getting to know strangers.
That's valid.
On camera, like.
Because how many videos do you have on your channel total?
Less than 2 dozen.
Yeah. Once you get full stride, 50, 100 videos, you will be a different Josh.
Yeah, I'll be like more personal, you know what I'm saying? A little more comfortable on camera, talking on the mics, real extra, whatever. The Josh that most people know. Right now, the Josh that's on Hydrated Hero is sort of like.
You're so critical of yourself.
Very, very. It's something I got to work on. That's why I was trying to do the unapologetic posting stuff. And, for the most part, it's kind of working. But life has been busy. If it's not work, then it's like, dang, your life crisis. And if it's not that, then it's like other business venture. And if it's not that, then doggone Netflix.
We haven't watched it though.
We haven't.
It's been good.
I'm so proud of us.
I'm so proud of us. On the TV this week.
I challenge us.
What?
I was gonna say one of these months. It doesn't have to be this month.
Okay, I thought you were about to say this for the rest of this week because Kanye West and My Love Is Blind season finale, all that's coming out like today or tomorrow. So
that's fine.
Okay,
that's fine. I'm not gonna hold you on that, but I am gonna say one of these months we're gonna cancel our subscriptions. We'll
talk about that off camera.
That's a hard no.
I don't know about canceling it.
For all those who don't know, that's a hard no.
Why do we have to cancel it? Why can't we just not watch it?
Because that adds friction. It makes it more difficult. It's easy to say we just want to watch it, and then there's going to be a night where the temptation hits, and it's like, all right, cool.
This is just my thing. Because, again, this is something we're going to discuss more off camera, I'm sure. But
yep.
Oftentimes, because of what my work day is like, Netflix is my way of turning my brain off from going into Raven mode. I'm dead ass. So I don't want to commit to no TV for a month if that's kind of a part of, like, I won't go as deep as saying self-care, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a part of my how I de-stress and relax. I can go without a week or whatever without it, but I'm not personally canceling my subscriptions.
Okay.
But I can commit to, like, if you want to do a week or whatever, or a weekend, I can do that.
Okay. Okay. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Anyway.
Watch these words, cause look.
Ooh, we gotta. Who called me? Oh my gosh, it was my manager.
Oh gosh.
Bruh.
Okay. Well.
Oh dang. I'm sorry. Dang.
Yeah. Yep. Well, y'all, the job isn't done.
It's not.
Job isn't over. We're still working throughout the day. I mean, we did kind of put off work today, kind of like.
I've been working all day.
This was more so like a treat. I went and got this for you for a treat.
Oh,
you saying you could work? Yeah.
But it was a fun work. It was fun work though.
Yeah.
But it was work.
I guess so.
The post went up. The caption had to be made.
See, and that's the weird line between work and life, because social media is like a mixture of work and life.
It is.
Golly, it's a weird game we're playing here.
Yeah,
it's a weird game.
I'm so sorry. I have to call her back and get.
Yep. And we have a date, so
we do.
All right, y'all. Well, that's all we have for this podcast or pod video.
You call it a podcast
already. Pod video, whatever.
Quality
conversation. That's all we got for you guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know down in the comment section if you feel what we're saying. If you don't feel what we're saying, you know what I'm saying. If you don't feel what we're saying, be polite. But you know, it is what it is. Love you guys. If you don't already know, Hydrated Hero. She is EC May Deco. Together we are Josh and EC. Now you can follow one of us. You can follow two of us.
Thank you.
You want? Oh, you a hater. No, that's good. It's good.
I can do it slightly.
No. It's cool. See where your head's at. Okay. You can follow all three of us. You might as well follow all three of us because we are happy, healthy, and hydrated on all three. But other than that, y'all, until we meet again, peace, love, hair grease, and we out.
Go like my picture on Instagram.
Hey, subscribe. Hey, new video. Hey, it's